up, guys? Dom with Kwik Improvements. Today I'm in my shop and we're going to be spraying some cabinet doors. Just going to give you a simple, quick overview on how I go about spraying some doors. Today we're just going to be using a simple Zinsser 123 primer to start priming these doors. I have a sample door that I like to keep just so I can practice my spraying before I get onto the actual doors. I built a little in-home spray booth for the time being. It's really nothing fancy, but it does the trick. I'm going to go over what equipment I use, how I go about it, and then show you how I spray them. All right, so I'm going to go over my setup real quick on what equipment I'm going to be using to spray. So like I said, again, we'll be using a Zinsser 123. I really like Zinsser, all their primers. This one's just a multi-purpose. The sample door I have has a coat of paint on it. I've scuffed it down so the primer will stick. But otherwise, the doors we're spraying are just raw doors. I just have two doors, so just a quick, simple. That's why my setup's pretty basic today. In the future, I'm looking to build a better spray booth, but that's a conversation for another day. Got my sprayer ready. I just use the Graco Magnum Pro X19. It's kind of an entry-level sprayer. It's like the one you can get at Home Depot. It comes with a heavier price tag for a Home Depot product, but for what I do, it works out nice. Anyways, even when you're spraying, what's most important is the tip that you're using. So I got my Graco spray gun. And I have the FFLP 310, which is one of the more highly regarded spray tips. So basically, the FFLP is just a fine finish. The spray pattern is really small and just lays out really nice for spraying like trim and doors. So that's what we'll be using today. So as you can see in my shop, I don't have a ton of room, but I've built a little pop-up spray booth. I have something that I can hang the doors on, so we'll be spraying right there. I got my other door waiting, got my drying rack here, covered the floor, plastic the walls. So what I do after I sand and prep all my doors is I go around and I drill little holes on the top with little hangers. So what you do there, so I can hang it, spray both sides right away, they can dry. Now when you're screwing into the doors to put the little hangers on them, a good rule of thumb is for your base cabinets, make sure that you put them on the bottom side of the door. On your upper cabinet doors, put them on the top side. So what I'll do after I spray out the doors and finish them is I'll putty those holes and just take a Q-tip, paint right over them. I've never had anyone complain about it, but again, you put the holes on the side that no one's ever going to see. So on a base cabinet, you do it on the bottom because not many people are crawling around looking at the bottom of the doors. Same for the top. For the uppers, you put it on top because, again, not many people are up there. Now, I'm not saying that's to hide it. It's just a convenient spot. I'm going to putty the holes. You'd still never know they're there. But in case of emergency, that's why we do it. That is also, we can go over this in a different video, why prep is so important when doing your doors. I make sure I have all my doors labeled, whether they're upper, lower, where they came from, where the hinges are. I label the hinges, what hinge goes where, all that stuff. But that is a topic for another day. Today, we're just doing spraying. All right, so I got my sprayer all set up. I got the primer running through it. So now when we're spraying doors, it's important when you start spraying to start either below or above the door and spray down. Anytime you take your finger off the trigger, there's a chance that the spray gun could spit paint. So it's always important that when you start to spray, start somewhere either below or above so that if it does spit, it's not on your door and doesn't ruin the finish. So for this door, I'm going to work my way. I'm going to do my edges first, all the way around, and then I'm going to go top to bottom and coat the whole thing. I'll be able to spin it around, flip it, do the front side, so I can do it all in one take. So here, you can watch. So when you're coating, this has like a 4-inch spray pattern. So basically you want to cover 50%. So as you're going, you want to overlap about half of what you just did so you get a full coverage. have it. A quick run through on how I spray cabinet doors. Remember, the most important part is to have the right spray tip, and to also, when you start spraying, keep a nice even straight pattern up and down or side to side, whichever you prefer and works easier for you. Remember, when you start spraying, start from outside of the door, spray across so you don't get your spits, and you should be having a nice fine finish when you spray your cabinet doors. I'm Dom from Kwik Improvements, and make sure to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just search Kwik_improvements, and looking forward to hearing from you guys in the future.